Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Anuradha. I am the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome all of you for this today's meeting. Before starting our meeting, I would like to tell the few ground rules which we are following in our Toastmaster meeting. Please turn off your mobile phones or put them on silent mode. I'll give 10 seconds. Please put off your mobile phones in silent mode. Thank you. As Toastmasters, we do not talk about sex, religion and politics. So please refrain from discussing about this topic. And please do not cross talk. With this, I will hand over the session to the Presiding Officer, our vibrant VPE, Toastmaster Venkataseshan.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. First of all, I would like to thank Sergeant at Arms for today, who is the ad hoc Sergeant at Arms. Thanks for filling up the position on request at the last moment. Toastmaster Anuradha. She is directly coming from her college, though she had some commitments in her college. I thank her for coming here directly and also taking up the role as I requested her for this role. Thanks for that. So, with the sound of the golden gavel, I declare meeting number 727 open. First of all, I would like to welcome the dignitaries here, TM Sundaresan, fellow Toastmasters of Medley and also our guests. Thanks for coming up here on this Saturday. With this, I request our guests who are here to introduce themselves and speak about what is their expectation, what is their background, why they do want to attend the Toastmasters at Medley. I request Anuj, please.
Hello, all of you. My name is Anuj, and as some of you know, I joined last week. So, yeah, I'm looking forward for a couple more weeks or months of Toastmasters.
Thanks, Anuj. Mr. Balasubramanian, please.
Hi, good afternoon, all of you. My name is Balasubramanian. I said I'm a banker and a lawyer by profession. So it's just third week I'm attending as a guest. Hopefully I should be able to join that and contribute regularly. It has become a very important event, going forward. So I've been making really hectic efforts to make sure that I attend it in time. And 2:55 is rather a strange time, but a very important time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It shows your commitment. He is coming to our meeting for the fourth time, not the third time. It's the fourth meeting he is attending, and he is very consistent. All the last four meetings he has attended, and from the last meeting he is bringing his son as well. Thanks for coming, sir. Now I request guest Sindhana, please come here. She is also our frequent visitor. She is coming for the third week or fourth week.
Yeah, fourth week. Not consecutive. Hello all, I'm Sindhana. So I'm a software engineer by profession. I work for Elective. It's an automotive supplier company. So I'm coming here for the fourth time, though not consecutive. I just missed one class in between. So I just came here. I want to improve my communication, leadership skills, and also my public speaking skills. But every time, whenever I come here, it was a new learning for me. So I hope this session will also be bringing in more learnings to me. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks. Your feedback about learning here gives a lot of goosebumps for me, at least as a VP, and also for our Medleyans, how important this meeting is. Thanks for that, Ms. Sindhana. I request our new guest, Mr. Karthik. Right? Yes. Please.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Karthik. I work for a company called Civil in their corporate sales division. So I guess you must have heard of Civil. You must have heard of your score called Civil Score. So I work for that company. So I'm not new to Toastmasters as such. I've been a part of Indiranagar in Bangalore. There was a Toastmasters club back then, but that was way back in 2015. So almost more than 7-8 years now since I've been out of touch with Toastmasters. So just thought of, since I'm based out of Chennai, so I thought of spending my weekends over here, especially Saturdays, so that I can contribute to the group as well as also in the process learn myself about what Toastmasters to potential is all about here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being here, guest Karthik. I request our other frequent visitor, rather family, Mr. Ajit, Ms. Percy, and maybe I'm not giving the right name. I request, please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, I am Ajit. I am a technical expert in advanced technologies. I am working in Ford. I am an old Toastmaster, but now I rejoined the Ford Toastmasters again. I am coming here because I have my family with me. They want to be part of Toastmasters and learn from the Toastmasters. And so,
Please introduce yourself, ma'am.
I'm Sissy Sebastian. I'm born and brought up in Kerala. I was working with ICICI till my daughter was born, and since she was a premature baby, I resigned and completely dedicated myself to take care of her. And I was enjoying my motherhood till now. Now I thought I must do something. I must engage myself to do some, for my self-development also. So I thought I'll join here. So that's what I'm here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks, ma'am. Thanks for being here. And I still remember Mr. Ajit's last week TT speech, where he said you are one of his inspiration and driving force. So I believe you will continue doing that, and you will visit us very often. Thank you for that. So, do you have any other guests? Ma'am, please.
Hi all, good evening. I'm here for the first time here. I'm working as assistant manager in Achuba Solutions. It's a BPO. I just want to go to the next level, so I thought improving myself. So I just want to seek it.
Great, ma'am. Thank you. Hope you all will enjoy today's session. With this, I would like to ask all the fellow Toastmasters here and the guests, how's your day today? How do you enjoy it?
Great.
Okay. So my question to all Toastmasters, especially Toastmaster Saravanan, not because he is the election officer. What is the day today?
Usually he tells Saturday.
You missed it. I think we should bring him as president again. Yes. What is the special about today? That's great. I don't want to hear that, at least not through my wife. Yes. That's great. Yes. Eid Mubarak to all. Anything else? Yes, sir. Thank you. So that's what I was looking for, because I prepared for that one. Okay. So today is Earth Day. Often we hear that on Earth Day we talk about climate change. Hello, sir. Good evening. So we speak about Earth Day and all about the organizations, enterprises, how can they bring about green sustainability and how they can manage their operations going sustainable and being green. But one core aspect, one important aspect which we all miss, the ground thing or the root cause, is where it has to start from our house, from our own self, how we manage ourselves going green. Are we keeping ourselves and our environment green? Are we containing the pollution around us? So these are the thoughts which came to me, which I have given a few speeches on this as well. how we need to start from our home, how we need to start from ourselves and from our kids, how do we go green. So this is one core important thing which we all miss out as individual human beings. So I request all our Toastmasters and guests, let us start looking at how we can bring about that change from our own home. Let's start the change from ourselves. So with that message, I would like to hand over the session to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kalyan, who is our ex-president and also one of the key members of our club. He has been very instrumental in bringing up our club to this level, and he is also one of the pioneer or one of the persons who is more interested to take Medley higher and merrier. So I request Toastmaster Kalyan to take over the session and take it forward.
Thank you. That was the intro I wrote it to Venkat. So, good job, Vice President of Education. Good afternoon, Medley. How many of you saw the agenda today, which the printout which you have? All of us have the printout. What is the theme? Is there anyone who does? Before that, did I give this card to people? Everybody? Spoke to the VPPR, I said, okay, choices spelled as this way. She said, no, choices cannot be spelled that way, Kalyan. So I had a big argument with her, and then she said, okay, maybe I can just say choices also known as is what the agreement became. So choices also known as, what is that? Is there anyone who can just tell me what is that?
APC, CPR,
Okay.
BABC,
Okay.
BCBR.
Okay, now what is APC? Let's take APC now.
Advanced process control.
Okay, super. Rather, let's decode it. I gave you a card, right? I want each one of you to write one particular choice in life which you have taken or which you want to take that will change your life, professionally, career, whatever. Stefan, you wrote what is the choice, right? Okay, if you are wondering what is it, I asked my mentor, Alex, what is the difference between a training and a workshop? He said, Kalyan, give some activity, it becomes a workshop, you go speak, it is training. So today, as a TMoD, I thought I'll take a training, do a workshop, do a TMoD, everything. Because once in a while is what I come to club. Full paisa vasool, I pay fully, right? So I thought I'll take full paisa vasool. Now, all of you are ready with your choices?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I have the liberty to speak.
Yeah, I didn't follow what you are.
One particular choice in your life, if you want to take.
I'm a new school boy.
Yes, sir. So he's a charter member of many Toastmasters.
Chartered president.
Not a president, charter member. So choices, any one particular choice you want to take, which will change your life. That one.
What is that? I didn't follow.
Any choice of yours.
Any choice.
Any choice. To change your life.
Change your life.
Life.
Okay.
Right? Now, who's ready to discuss about that particular choice with me? Show me, check my timings. If I exceed, please show me that. Okay, what is the choice you want to execute and what is that for, sir?
The choice which I took in this Toastmasters platform was Gavel Club Coordinator for 15 years.
Okay, let's stop there. Now, you executed it properly?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. What is that Sundaresan, Toastmaster Sundaresan would have done to execute that particular choice? Let's decode. Let's take that alone as an example. Let's take one as an example. If there are more volunteers, we can work on it. We'll go to that. Before that, let me at least unveil what is that ABC. Awareness precedes choice. What is anyone who is going to execute any choice, he should be aware of what that choice is going to be. We'll decode it in the due course of the meeting. Let me come to the Toastmaster meeting now. Any typical Toastmaster meeting will have different formats. Today, if you see the agenda, today the format is going to be prepared speeches, table topics, evaluation and an election. Few cases it will be prepared speeches, education session, table topics, evaluation. Usually the format will be prepared speech, table topics and evaluation. So this is the structure. Today's structure is that, and as you know, there are stakeholders for every role. Today I have a general evaluator who will be working with me to evaluate this meeting. Now, You all know the agenda, so you are all new to the, you're not new to the clubs, you know who Sundaresan and all. But I'll just tell you a small thing which I know about Sundaresan. He's a very senior Toastmaster. Last month, we had, with all due respects to the District 120, last month we had a meeting about the conference with all the district officers in the room. Some 160 people are there in the district, in that particular room. We asked, how many of you have attended the district conference? Only 7 of them was there. Whereas here, this one particular person was attended 16 district conferences. That clearly shows the commitment which he has got. Okay, Kalyan, is that at Qatar? What he is doing it here? When I was a secretary, we used to track how the participation in the WhatsApp chat. See, idea is this. Okay, you are active here, you are active as a member. How do you participate in the club? We normally track the WhatsApp chat. We are all one jobless bunch of people. Sundararaman sir used to know that actually. Bunch of people, what we did, we used to export the WhatsApp chat to a text file. We wrote a program and then we know who sent how many messages, what are all the messages, and then we used to compile everything and understand what is the participation in that. In that way, if you are going to take this group, this Medley group, and then export it, one particular person would have appreciated all the messages. Go and check the messages today. One particular person would have appreciated or recognized or acknowledged all the messages would have been only Sundaresan sir. Such a good soul he is. General Evaluator, Toastmaster Sundaresan.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. It's a great day. You made my day, TMoD. Thank you. This is the advantage of Toastmasters. From morning, I had a tough time with my wife. She refused to appreciate me for a small task which I did last week in Nasik. I had enough quota. From that, I'll go and tell her. Thank you. Let's have a great day. My role is a general evaluator. I'll be conducting the evaluation session. There will be speakers. Evaluation session will be there. I'll be inviting each evaluator for each speaker, and I do have a team called tag team, that is timer, R-counter and grammarian. I'll introduce them also. And here, today I saw it's a surprise to me, and it's a great thing for Medley also. Certainly Toastmaster Venkataseshan must be happy. Lot of guests I saw. It's a healthy sign for a Toastmasters club. Different years, different clubs, different district I have seen. When you have more guests, it's a healthy sign of a growing club. So we are providing service to several people, and it's a good sign. And my message to all those guests and the new members is, we all are learners. Don't go with the number of years I have paid membership fees. How much I have learned, I know. Few things only I have learned. So we all are learners. So feel comfortable and absorb everything and have fun. Because the founder of Toastmasters, Medley, has clearly said, when your mind is having clarity and a relaxed mind, then only you absorb things in your mind. How? First you observe all the role players who are coming here near the lectern, then absorb each role and what they are telling you, note it down. That's all. Be a slow learner is nothing wrong, but be a learner. That's my request. As a general evaluator, now I will introduce my team. Timer, please introduce yourself. No problem. Please come. Quick. Toastmaster.
Greetings, Mr. Toastmaster. Greetings, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am the timer, the traffic cop of the meeting today. Don't get scared. I'm a friendly cop. I'm the timekeeper, keeping the meeting run smoothly and ensuring everyone get a fair chance to speak. I am responsible for keeping track of the time during the meeting. This includes timing formal speeches, table topic speeches, and evaluations. I will also alert every speaker of their remaining time using green, yellow, and the flashcards, exactly like our traffic card. I will flash the green card when the speaker hits the qualifying time. I'll flash the yellow card when the speaker hits the target time, and I'll flash the red card when the speaker has reached the end of their allotted time. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll flash the green card, and at 1 minute and 30 seconds, the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, the red card. Same way, for the prepared speeches should limit their remarks to their speech specific time. Today we have 2 prepared speeches. First one comprises of 5 to 7 minutes, and other one comprises of similarly 5 to 7 minute speech, followed by 11 to 30 minutes Q&A. For 5 to 7 minute speech, at 5 minutes, I'll flash the green card, and at 6 minutes, the yellow card, and the 7 minutes, the red card. Same for the other speech as well. The individual evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes for evaluators. At 2 minutes, I'll flash the green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the yellow card, and 3 minutes, the red card. There is a grace period of 30 seconds after the red card is flashed to wrap up your speech. If the speaker is speaking beyond the allotted time frame, I'll be continuously holding the red card, and I will be submitting the report when called upon. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Comrade. Next, I request Madam Toastmaster Kausalya to brief the role of accounter, please. Madam Toastmaster Kausalya, be generous in clapping. Don't exclude me. We all are new members. First time we are doing today, please. Yeah.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. My role as accounter is to count the repetitive words you may use or unnecessary sounds such as so, like, now, etc. So I'll just count it and report it to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Kausalya. Next, I invite Toastmaster Shanmugavel, who is playing the role of Grammarian. Toastmaster Shanmugavel, please.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. I am a grammarian today. We should use the English as an instrument to succeed in life. At present, near about 8.045 billion people are there in the world. In that, 1 billion people are English speaker. Grammar is the foundation for any language. The famous religious leader, Gordon D. Henley, told that you cannot build a great building on weak foundation. You must have a solid foundation if you are going to have a superstructure. As grammarian, it is my duty to closely observe each speaker's speech, and I will also listen their misuse of any English languages, and I will also note down their outstanding words, thoughts, saying or quotes. As a grammarian, it is my duty to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is induct. Induct means recruit, initiate, install, invest or introduce. You can use this word as the committee inducted him as a president. I have inducted money for the purchase of land. You can use as a induction ceremony, induction committee also. So all are engaged to use this word induct in their speech. I will give my word of the day report and the grammatical usage report when they called upon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shanmugavel. Enjoyed today's session. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much. Here. Do you have a
Sir,
stapler?
yes, sir. This
oh, okay.
is there,
Post it. Perfect. Lovely this is. Visible?
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. And I would request all the audience members, guests to applaud. When the word of the day is being used, can applaud for it. And when the theme of the day is being used, can applaud for it. The grammarian will make a note of it and then he will just tell how many of us has used particular thing. Now let's move to the meeting, prepared speeches. Before getting into prepared speeches, I just want to see this story. People who know me know this story. But I said, today all of you are here. I decided to join Toastmasters in 2011. So what happened then? I was thinking about Toastmasters because what happened there is I read one particular book. In that particular book, it said if you want to improve your communication, just go join Toastmasters. A famous author said. I don't want to say that particular author now because I need to use the same author at the end of the meeting. So I thought, okay, I'll just join Toastmasters. It said, right, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I went to one photocopier shop. There, one number, join Toastmasters. Then I made a note of that particular number. Then I had my office at St. Mary's Road. There is a Hamidia supermarket. People who know across CP Ramasamy Road, they know Hamidia supermarket. Now this Hamidia supermarket, I go there is one particular number. Join Toastmasters. I was wondering, okay, that one number. They again made a note of that number. So I'm saying about 2011, mobile contact and all was not that immediately you store to make a note and then come. I'm not giving you any stories. I walked into one particular, say I sell software. So I had a software for this clubs and all. So there was a new gym got open called Dimensions. I just go there to sell a software and then come down. There is again one poster. You want to join Toastmasters? In particular number. I thought, who is this particular person? And then I call this particular person. This person speaks to me in detail. He explained what is Toastmasters. He asked me, or if you're ready to join Toastmasters. I said, yes, sir. He asked me for my email ID and he took my number. And then he used to regularly mail me 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, this was that. So I took his name. And then in Aryapuram, we used to advertise those days, not of Instagram time, right? So paper advertisements, there is a magazine used to come in Aryapuram called Rapro, right? You are from Rapro. It's Aryapuram Resident Association thing. And there you read an article and all. You get to know this person, obviously Facebook came in, so you give a friend request, you see. How many of you cross OMR? Okay, the toll signal is being removed, the toll is being removed. This person drives, you and me drive, see, so either switch off the engine or listen to music, and then he sits there and calculates how many engines, how many cars go, what is the petrol being consumed, what is the wastage, he puts an RTA there. I wanted to know who this person is. I walk to Medley, and then he, with full tie, he welcomes me saying, "Hey Kalyan, I'm Sundararaman. Come, I've been wanting to meet you." So this particular person, critic, yes. Then I came to know his family is a Toastmasters, Jayanti ma'am, and then see, amazing individual, Karnataka critic, yes, public speaker, yes, you name, no, say something, trainer, yes, okay, no, Kalyan, RTA activist, yes, a tree is fallen on St. Mary's Road, who will be there on that particular road, a good Samaritan, yeah, Sundararaman. So he did not pay me for this. This I have told so many people, I feel very privileged to say this in front of Dr. Sundararaman. He's a doctor again, Dr. Sundararaman. Toastmaster Sundararaman, distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman is going to be a speaker. Before calling him on stage, let me call Hemant, the evaluator, to see the project objectives.
TM Sundaresan is giving us a speech on his title, Anatomy of Humor. The purpose of this speech is, the purpose of this project is for members to learn or review basic research methods and induct a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. After reading this topic, I thought of why not I give my research topic to him so that he can do my research. And over to you.
Thank you very much. Toastmaster Sundararaman is going to this part is engaging in humor. It's a level 1 speech. Project, research and presentation. It is a 5 to 7 minute speech. Timer, please note, the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. 5, 6 and 7. Toastmaster Sundararaman. Anatomy of humor, distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman, anatomy of humor.
Thank you. Good evening, Medlians and guests.
Good evening.
As Kalyan mentioned, I am here for 20 years.
And the moment I got inducted into Toastmasters, I start participating in all contests, specifically humorous speech contest. So you know, before the judge or the contest master announced the result, there used to be a break by the time the tally counters and others will go and calculate the number of votes, polls, etc. etc. So during the break time, hardcore fans like Kalyan will say, "Sir, you rock, sir. Amazing speech, sir. You are the humorist." So with that dopamine level, you come back and you will not tend to go and sit in your regular seat. You will ask the person who is sitting in the aisle, "Can you please move? I would like to sit." No, I was sitting here. No, see here, the results will be announced. If I sit in the middle, it will be taking time for me to come and receive the award. So with that kind of mindset, I will be looking for the result. The contest master will be announcing the result in the reverse order. The first name, the second runner-up of this humorous speech contest is Toastmaster so-and-so. Oh my God. The excitement level goes up like anything because I am not the second runner-up. So now I will be the top two. I will be either representing the club or area or a division. Okay, then the first runner-up name will be announced. Oh my God. So I think this time I am going to rock the next level winner. But the name of the winner, when it's announced, then that is where you will get all your, what is that, alliterations will be used. Dejected, devastated, disappointed. So when such kind of scenarios, so I thought, why not I research this particular topic, what is called humor. So not even I want to become a humorous speaker, but first of all let me try to understand what is called humor. That is when I started doing the research. So if you go to the public domain, lot of theories are there. There is a theory called relief theory, then there is a called benign violation theory. How many of you heard this term benign? I think at least all medicos will know. Benign. What is the opposite of benign? Malignant. I think when you are gone for a medical test, when doctor says that you have to send the biopsy test, so immediately we will say praying that there should not be any malignancy, it should be benign. So automatically it means benign means harmless, whereas malignant means it is harmful. So as per this theory, humor is nothing but any violation of social norms. So how things are expected to do so. So if there is a violation, automatically humor will happen as long as it is in benign limits. So the moment it crosses to the malignant limit, the humor becomes black humor or there is no more humor. Let me give an example. For example, the moment I come here and then I start clapping, and the moment I start clapping, assume this glass table is breaking. What will you do all? So all of you will start laughing. But by mistake, I stamp on the broken glass and all of a sudden I start bleeding. So immediately you will all stop laughing and then you will call the ambulance. So there are several such incidents. And this is the basic fundamental theory. Like that, many theories are there. And apart from that, the humor has got multiple elements. Number one, very, very important, especially when you are giving a humorous speech, self-deprecation, then playing with words, wordplay, then coming out with unexpected twist, funny metaphors. There are several elements. Let me try to cover one or two alone. So first one is called the self-deprecating. So I think people who have listened to my previous speech here on my maiden journey, so the lady in the counter asked me, "Sir, is this your maiden journey?" Immediately I said, no, this is my Madras journey. So this is a kind of self-deprecation, trying to make myself cool in front of the audience. I know a very popular Toastmaster, so he is a veteran and he is very good in communication for his witty remarks, and he is also owning a company. So the moment he comes on the stage, whether it is a prepared speech, table topic, or being a TMoD, so the first question he will ask is, can you all listen? Can you all hear me? So then everyone say, shout out and then say yes. The next question he would ask is, can you all see me? The reason is he is one of the shortest persons. Okay? So he will try to self-deprecate himself, being the shortest person. He will ask the audience question whether they can see me. So when everyone laughs, so actually I try to again do a little bit of research and whether is this okay? Is this coming under self-deprecation? and then try to understand. Suppose, assume that another short person is sitting in the audience. Will he laugh? Will he or she laugh? Hey boss, you already reached a level in terms of your status, in terms of your public speaking skills. That's why you are trying to body shame yourself and then try to get the brownie points. But think about people like me. So we are nowhere near you. So that is where I concluded that saying that even if you can self-deprecate, it should be about your foolish act. So how you are not wise enough, or what kind of foolish things you have done. So that will make people laugh. To try to body shame yourself, for example, I am the most, if you are a darkest person and if you call yourself, you are the fairest person in the family, then so try to do the body shaming, that may not gel well. So there is one kind of, I try to deep dive and then try to understand the benign part and the malignant part of it. So sometimes the other aspects are there. Exaggeration is another component of humor. So I think people like Venkat, you are with TCS, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I have heard that TCS in the lawns, there used to be a board called trespassers will be recruited. So that is how TCS used to recruit people, 1,000 people, 5,000 people, 10,000 people. These are all some of the kinds of exaggeration. So then we have a word play. And finally I found that these are all components of your scripting part alone. But if you have to win a contest, the second important aspect called delivery comes into play. How can we improve delivery? So I hope all of you are aware that TM Guru and others, they rock on stage. So if we have to excel in delivery, the DNA has to be part of your DNA. The humor has to be part of your DNA. Day in, day out, you have to speak humorously and you have to be light, right? And you have to take everything casual. So if you are a very serious person, but on the day alone, on the contest day, if you want to be if you want to give a humorous speech and want to win a humorous speech title, no way it is possible. So I think we have to understand these subtle differences in the humor. This is the R&D I have done with respect to anatomy of humor. Over to TM.
Before moving on to the next speaker, I am with my own stories. Year 2006, I did a course. Now I always say my life before this particular course and after that particular course is very, very, very different. I told you I have my office in St. Mary's Road. Go to Sangita. People who know me closely know either I will be at office or I'll be at Arabic Sangita. So on the way, you see a car, your mentor is there in the canteen, you ask your driver, is it rather upstairs? He's there only in the canteen. Obviously your mentor is free, in which mood he is in, or he is a good mood, go up. Every time you go there, before that a question to each one of you, is there a cousin or a friend or somebody in your home who will be very inspiring, always competitive? You can't get envious about that particular person, but you know them. There will be one cousin at your family who is very competitive. Wherever you go, this fellow is outshine you. You have a cousin? Okay, you have. Any other than the next speaker, anybody else? Because other than the next speaker, she'll say yes to anything I say. Because I need to call her on stage. Any cousin or any friend, somebody in your class who is competitive, no, you are not. You can empathize with me. When I say something like that, you can empathize with me. You have your mind. What happens is, see, you are adult enough, you can't fight. In a class, you can fight, stab him, pinch him, do all those stuff. When you become adult enough, you can't fight. Use a friend, okay, your cousin, we're best buddies, you roam around. So what happens, when you're all in a same batch, when a mentor says, you're going to Sangeeta, no, take a ride, go meet this couple, understand life. Every time he says this, what happens is, who is this person? Who is this Arun? Who is this Sandhya I want to meet? This is how mind runs. Then what happens, you understand who is this Arun, who is this Sandhya, and then get inspired. Aram say, come to Toastmasters. And then, okay, here you do something. There again, this particular person comes and then says, okay, Kalyan, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? She's going to be the next speaker. Sandhya is a dental surgeon by profession. And I told you how she is inside. A person of great reverence have mentioned to me personally 3 to 5 times at least. If you really want to see, get inspired, aspiration, go meet this couple. After Sandhya and her husband. And Sandhya is going to be the next speaker. Before calling Sandhya on stage, let me call Ranga as the evaluator to do the project performance.
Toastmaster Sandhya is going to have a question and answer session. This project is for the member to learn about the practice of facilitating a question and answer session. The purpose of the speech is for the member to practice delivering an informative speech and running a well-organized question and answer session. The member is responsible for managing time, so there is adequate opportunity for question and answer. The timing is for a 7-minute speech and then followed by a 13-minute question and answer session.
Thank you. As I already mentioned, Toastmaster Sandhya is going to give a speech on the power of dynamic leadership. This is going to be an elective project, and the timing in other leaders is it. Pamper your pearls, Toastmaster Sandhya. Toastmaster Sandhya, pamper your pearls.
Greetings and good evening all. Pamper your pearls. Do you want to know what is the pearl? This is the pearl that I'm talking about. 32 pearls. 16 on the upper jaw, 16 on the lower jaw. Yes. How to take care of your teeth. This is going to be an informational session, not a technical session, from a dentist point of view. Why do I have to protect my teeth, take care of my teeth? Basically to prevent diseases, right? Prevent disease of your tooth, to prevent disease of your gum, and someone has to sit next to you comfortably. Of course, to prevent bad odor from your mouth. The basic 3 reasons to take care of your teeth. How do we take care? Today I will just discuss 5 habits to take care of your tooth. See, Toastmasters, your words, your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your character will decide your destiny. Am I saying it? No, Gautama Buddha. But these habits will decide the destiny of your teeth. Who is saying it? Dr. Sandhya. Right? Follow these habits so that your destiny of your pearls is taken care. We'll move on to the first habit, tooth brushing. I'm not going into the technicalities of tooth brushing. 2 points. What is the type of brush you have to use? Please always use a brush that has an angle. Why, Sandhya? Because our teeth are in U-shaped arch. They are not straight as a crocodile tooth. So use a brush that has an angle in the handle so that you have good access to brush your tooth. This is 1. 2. What kind of bristles? It comes as 3 types: soft, medium, hard. Use a soft bristle always. Is that so, Sandhya? I thought if it is hard, I can brush nicely. No, dear people. Brushing is not to whiten the teeth. Brushing is to remove the soft deposits on the tooth. Therefore, if you use a soft bristle, you will remove all the soft deposits. Most importantly, there are 2 brushes, which is power, which is manual. Which one should I use? Always go for manual. This is only for motor neuron disease people who do not have finger dexterity. The most important which I would like to say today is storage. See, I know you are treating your teeth very well. So brushes need not be stored like wealth inside a cupboard, closed, locked. No need. Please do not store closed wet brushes in closed compartments. Let it be in open compartments. Even a glass tumbler is enough. However you are allowing in the family, 2 brushes need not touch each other. Please let it have a 1-inch gap between 2 brushes. The basic. Next, do not store the brush like this. Do it like this. Why? By gravity, bacteria gets accumulated more on the bristles. So these are few points on the storage. And next important is toothpaste. Toothpaste, I'm not the brand ambassador of any toothpaste company. Any toothpaste is recommended, it should have ADA or IDA or FDI seal. Please use that. If you dispense the toothpaste like the wrong one, it's good for the toothpaste company, they make profits. If you dispense it like the right one, it's good for your tooth. Dispense the toothpaste 1 drop, a peanut size, peanut size in the center. With your index finger, smear it, tap it, and then use. This is the right way of toothpaste dispenser. Moving on to the next tongue cleaning. Is anybody in the audience using a tongue cleaner like a U-shaped tongue? If it is yes, gently today go home, say RIP, and please put it gently in the dustbin, because we are Toastmasters, we respect all objects. So don't throw it, gently place it. You are not supposed to use it, it harms your tooth papillae or certain organs on the tongue. Instead, use a brush or tongue scrapers can be used. Backside of toothbrushes are rubber stoppers, they can also be. But should I clean the tongue daily? You have to. Tongue is the largest organ in the mouth. So much of bacteria sitting on it. You have to clean your tongue to prevent bad odor. The next is flossing. Flossing is using a thread or a floss holder can be used to clean area between the teeth. It is technique sensitive. Learn the technique from your dentist and then use. If the area between the two teeth have gaps, use these miniature brushes. I have all these in packs for you to come and see and go. No sales is happening there. So see and go. This is how a miniature brush looks. Please use those brushes to clean in between the teeth. The next one is mouth rinse. Should I use a mouth rinse daily? Should not I use? There is no need of mouth rinse unless prescribed by a dentist. But Sandhya, I feel very happy if I use a mouth rinse. Then take a glass of warm water, drop of salt, swish it, daily spit it. This is the best mouth rinse which you can do it on a daily basis. Unless prescribed by a dentist, do not buy the mouth rinse across counters. The last, gum massaging. We shouldn't massage our egos, but we should massage our gums. Both the jaws, upper and the lower jaws, both the gums inside and mouth side. With your index finger, massage. Why do you have to massage? The thumb rule in medicine is any area of your body where there is good blood circulation, the area remains healthy. The area heals fast. The area is immune to diseases. Therefore, by massaging, you increase, like you like the word micropause, the microcirculation increases in the gums. So the gums remain healthy. So these are the 5 habits which will decide the destiny of your 32 pearls. 5 habits: brush twice, clean your tongue once, floss daily once, of course use warm water with the salt, and massage your gums on a daily basis to have a beautiful, sparkling, pearly teeth. So with this, I am finishing the speech. And the next 13 minutes, I am open to questions, whatever you have on all these what we have seen now. So Toastmasters and your guests, feel free to clarify or ask any questions based on this. Thank you so much.
In the olden days, we used to have this neat sticks, Alaguchi, Kalavaguchi and all. So as a dentist, what do you recommend? You have to go for those sticks or go for toothbrushes?
IPP Toastmaster Saraman's question is, in the olden days we were using neem stick, charcoal and all that, but now it is modified. As a dentist, what do you recommend? The tooth cleaning aids depends on the food that we eat. In the olden days, they did not eat cooked, refined food. They had hunter-gatherers, they were eating raw, hard foods. So for these neem stick, and honestly, neem sticks were used not to brush. They used to take charcoal powder or brick powder, They used it as a tooth powder, apply it over the teeth. They use a neem stick and chew the neem stick. The juice comes out of the neem stick, which is considered to be very medicinal, and this juice goes all over the mouth, heals the gums, and they swish and put it out. So this was the practice by the hunter-gatherers because their food was not sticky. It did not stick on to the tooth because they were using raw vegetables and fruits. Whatever they get in the forest, they eat and they go. But today, we use refined food, even chapati, idli or rice, sticky. They stick on to the tooth. So we have to use brush bristles to clean those sticky food stuff. Will that abrasives will not work? By time and research is being done to find that they are extremely abrasive, which can damage the enamel of the tooth. In fact, today the rule is say no to tooth powder. Use only toothpaste because it has less abrasive content. So the olden days they were using it because the kind of food they had was like that. Today the kind of food you and me eat are different. So our teeth have to be cleaned only with these devices. Are you satisfied with the answer, dear Irene? Thank you so much. Yes.
Regarding mouth rinsing, is that I used to do Listerine frequently, so because of that I am asking this. Is mouth rinsing with normal salt water is okay or any branded chemical is okay?
Toastmaster Sundaraman has a question. If I use Listerine on a daily basis, is that okay? Or should I use only warm water with salt? As a dental surgeon, as a dental professional, I would request you to refrain from using any branded mouth rinses on a daily basis as a habit after toothbrushing. I have threefold reasons for it. 1. A mouth rinse that has been used continuously after 15 days tends to reduce your taste perception. 2. Some mouth rinses have the tendency to stain your teeth, which you are not aware of. 3. Mouth rinses basically have some component of alcohol inside, so they make your mouth dry. So mouth rinses should be used under the prescription of the dentist because we explain them how to use it. The Listerine, what you say, should have to be used with 1:1 dilution. It has to be swished only for 30 seconds in the mouth. It has to be used continuously for 15 days, then give a break of 15 days and then reuse it again. So the dentist will teach you how to use a mouth, and mouth rinses are prescribed for a problem. Lot of ulcers, we have a mouth rinse. Bad odor, we have a different mouth rinse. Gum bleeding, we have a different mouth rinse. So the efficacy of the mouth rinse works if for a particular problem, not one mouth rinse fits all. So my humble request, warm water, not hot water, dear. Mucosa is very soft. Warm water with a pinch of salt is the best mouth rinse every time of the day. Are you okay with this?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, VP.
Yeah. So you said toothbrushing twice and other 4 things. So what is the right time to do tongue cleaning, either in the morning along with the brushing, similarly flossing, mouth rinsing, when you are doing it, either in the morning brushing or in the evening? So I have one more question. Can you ask? Flossing, you said there is a technique that you need to follow. Usually I don't floss. Recently I started hearing flossing should be done frequently or every day. So when you say the technique, how do we know that what is the right technique, where we could find the resources?
Let me just answer the first question. First question of Toastmaster Venkataseshan is, you said all these 5 habits and toothbrushing twice. Do I do it all in the morning or in the night? Dear Toastmaster Venkataseshan, what I would recommend is brush twice, morning once, night once. Clean your tongue in the morning. Floss in the morning. Rinse in the morning. Gum massage in the morning. Why is there a pattern to it? At the end of the day, when we hit the bed, the motivation level to go and at least to brush and come back itself is very difficult. When I say you have to follow all these 5 steps at the time when you are going to your nap, it doesn't get done at all. So brushing alone you follow at the night twice, the second time. The rest habituate to practice in the morning only. Is brushing in the night essential if you ask me? Absolutely essential, because you have 7 hours time where the mouth is not functioning. So it is a feast for the bacteria if you don't brush. Bacteria multiplies in millions if you don't brush, and that is why morning as you get up, you get a very bad smell. We ourselves cannot take it up. Multiplication of bacteria happens. So please do not allow any food particle during the night after food. So do brush twice, morning, night. All other things only in the morning. The second question. There are 2 types of floss. One is the manual floss, which I am not able to bring it here. The second one, the floss that comes with a floss holder. After the questionnaire, later you can come and you can check with the floss holder. It has got a stick as well as the floss. If you are going to start flossing, I recommend buy these disposable floss holder, because they have so much of control of your fingers while flossing. Otherwise, we have to catch the floss thread and then floss. If the fingers slip, the floss might hurt the gums and you will start bleeding. The bleeding will arrest, but the motivation to floss will go. So, please use the floss holders, especially if the entire family, I know you have little children at home, recommend them to use the ones with floss holders, which you can come and say after the meeting. You can just have a discussion. Is that okay? Toastmaster Venkataseshan?
Thanks.
Thanks. TM Sundaresan, sir, you have it.
Yeah, because regarding the enamel getting deteriorated, apart from hot brushing, is there any other food that need to be avoided, like lemon juice or vinegar? Should we have to avoid that? Or after taking them, should we take any precaution to protect the enamel?
TM Sundaresan sir's question is, apart from brushing well, do I have any dietary modifications to take care of the enamel, like certain acidic foods? 3 types. We say sticky, sugary, acidic foods should be avoided. Sticky foods, because they tend to sit on the tooth and create holes, what we call cavity. So avoid sticky foods. Sugary foods, lot of carbohydrates. They also have a lot of propensity to cause decay. Avoid it. Third, acidic foods like your Pepsi, Coca-Cola, which has high content of acidity in them. When you drink it, the back portion of the tooth, the juice tends to stay there for a long time. So there is close contact of your acidic juice with the tooth enamel for few minutes. During this few minutes, this acidic juice like Pepsi can erode the surface of the enamel and you will land up with sensitivity. The tooth might look exactly beautiful because loss of little enamel is not visibly seen. So you will feel the tooth is very good, but you will find sensitivity, especially you have an ice cream that night or you have a very hot coffee on that morning. So please avoid these 3. In case of acidic juices like a lemon juice, which we normally have, which is very good for health, we recommend after the lemon juice have a glass of plain water so that the juice does not get retained to contact with your tooth for a longer time. Is that okay, Sundaresan? Yes. Yes.
Eating gooseberries also will make the sensitivity, right? So
gooseberry is
delicate. So is it good or bad?
guest wants to know whether eating gooseberry can cause sensitivity. Is it good or bad? I would like to split your questions into two. Eating gooseberry is good or bad? Eating gooseberry is very good. Please continue eating gooseberry. Gooseberry is the one which has got loads of natural vitamin C, which is very important for the mouth. It stimulates salivation and your mouth is always moist. And please understand, mouth should be moist. Mouth should never be left dry. There should be a film of saliva coating your mouth entirely. So this gooseberry is very good. Daily one gooseberry is also okay. Number two, gooseberry is causing sensitivity. You have to check your enamel. Naturally, gooseberry doesn't cause sensitivity. There is some issue underlying there. Maybe a starting of a decay. Maybe a starting of a gum. Some issue underlying there that is causing sensitivity to gooseberry. So normally, gooseberry doesn't cause sensitivity. Address it with your dentist and you will all be fine. Do eat gooseberries every day. That's very good. Yes, Hemant. Maybe the last question because I'm coming on to the yellow card.
Earlier, my dentist said because of my brushing technique, I lose this enamel layer. So she said I should rotate my brush. Is it because of this enamel layer or because of cold drink smell?
Toastmaster Hemant's question is, he's recently visited a dentist and he says he's used a wrong technique which has caused the removal of the enamel layer. So he's asking me what is the reason for removal of the enamel layer. There could be multiple reasons. Very commonest reason is wrong technique of brushing. Please understand, the brand of the brush doesn't matter. The color of the brush doesn't matter. The technique of brushing alone matters, which is very important. So please learn the right technique of brushing with your dentist so that you brush it right. Number two, what could be the other reason? Like the dietary food habits, which we have said, the acidic food habits, which can also cause an erosion of the enamel. Enamel is the hardest substance in the body, even harder than bone. It cannot be destroyed by a soft tooth. Acidic foods will have got destroyed. So thank you so much for your wonderful questions and thank you so much for your time and the opportunity to present the information.
I want to the qualified speakers, just the qualified speakers, the names of the qualified speakers.
Both of them qualified, TM Sundaresan and TM Sundaresan.
You know the name. You'll be having one small slip. We call this as ballot. I come from an old school of thought. You would have got used to a QR code, Google, or tech service. Vote for the best speaker. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman, Toastmaster Sandhya. You saw their speeches. Both of them are qualified. Vote for the best speaker. When you're voting, we all know choice. Awareness precedes choice. What is the next acronym I had in my team? CPR. What CPR?
Cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
Yes, doctors. Thank you very much. And then technical people who have something else. Anybody else? Okay. They do not take much of a time. Awareness precedes choice. Choice. Results. See, you would have executed a choice without an awareness, without a proper awareness. The choice would make a note. You can just work on, make a note, and then what to cross check with your, go home and then work. Why the choice which I executed today, I could not do it. I could not do it is only because probably you would have executed that particular choice without any awareness. Awareness precedes choice. Choice precedes results. We'll decode it in the next thing. We'll go to the next session. The next session is the most awaited session of most of the people. When I joined Toastmasters, I will blindly take a role, any role, every meeting. Do you know why? I will not be called for TD. I immediately say yes to role because I will not be called for a TD. Doing a role is much more easier. Calling for a TT is absolutely no, so that is how I came to stage. And the next person, you know, all of us will definitely agree. It is said, right, when you want a job to be done, give it to the busiest person on town. This particular person will be done. Will you all agree Prasanna Vani is one?
Yeah.
Doctor by profession. and then two daughters, and then she's on her own research. See, I know her quite closely well because I discuss with her about clubs and other things. She's into everything. Okay, today morning I said, okay, ballot, okay, then I'll take a printout. Agenda, okay, then I'll take a printout. It's clearly said, no, like if you want a job to be done, give it to the busiest person in the room. That particular person is going to be our TT master, Toastmaster Prasanna Vani.
Usually in a TT talk, the speaker is the one who comes and stands here speechless. But here the TT master itself is made speechless thanks to the clarity connection with the Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Here I am, the villain of the day. How many of you agree to that? No. You don't?
Yes.
Yes. I would agree. Do we need a villain in our life? Yes. Without villains, heroes will not emerge. For an hero to emerge, you need a villain. And similarly, as a villain here, I'm going to put you in a situation where you find your inner powers and show your heroism in public speaking. This happens because table topics index 4 vital skills in public speaking, namely listening, critical thinking, organization, and delivery. So to do this, I don't have any fancy acronyms for those skills, but I also don't have any choices. I'll be calling participants here and giving them a topic on which you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes and prove that you are here as heroes and prove this villain wrong. So for the first hero who's going to come here is Toastmaster Saravanan. Toastmaster Saravanan. Experience is a tough teacher. It gives the test first, teaches the lesson later. Experience is a tough teacher. It gives the test first and teaches the lesson later. Toastmaster Saravanan.
Thank you. I definitely agree to that. Experience is the best teacher. When I joined college in poverty, it was there. Little did I know that I will be marrying a person from the same college, and that she was my Julia. That was Pravina. And that experience gave me that toughest lesson I'm going to learn at a later point of time, that is my marriage. So I definitely agree to that. But what is more important here is the experience which we get, whether it is good or bad or ugly, that is more important. The way we perceive that experience and what we learn from that experience. So I have a technique. What I do normally here is the experience I get, I note it down. Whether it is good, bad, everything I note it down. I always have a notebook with me, whether it was during my college or during my work, or even now also I have a notebook. I note down each and everything. So that sculpts me a lot, whether in the leadership course or in the communication course. That is where I normally go through that. And today morning I was saying to my wife, saying that, hey, I have got a list of all the papers that I have got. Whether it was during my TMoD role or GE role or during a speech, everything I write everything and keep it over there. And I used to tell to my wife, saying that, okay, I have to write a book on that. Because it was such a big set of notes out there. And when I say about book, I always remember about TM Sundaresan. So TM Sundaresan gave me 2 books. And when he was coming here for the 700 milestone meeting, and I'm still reading that, but that is really wonderful. And to know everything, what experience is all about, that is what matters. When you have an experience, just reminisce those experiences and ensure that you capture those, because that will help you in later point of time. So experience is a good leader, good teacher, and whatever you go and do that in your life, and that helps you a lot. And marriage is also very good, and you just think about that when you want an experience, just have those nice experiences, because when you write a book, that is what matters. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saravanan. We hope to see your book getting released soon. The next person to come here will be Toastmaster Pravda. Toastmaster Pravda, when silence is not golden. When silence is not golden, Toastmaster Pravda.
Thank you, TT Master. Very good evening to one and all present here. Silence is not golden. We are, in our institution, we are going through a tough time because the past 3 months we are preparing ourselves for the very important accreditation called NAC. So for the past 3-4 weeks we have been working on Saturdays and Sundays. So last week I took leave and escaped working on Saturdays and Sundays. But this week we were asked to come definitely on Saturdays and Sundays. We couldn't do anything, we silently accepted. But today we wanted to attend the meeting because we have an important session for election. So we somehow wanted to take permission and come, whatever, whether even if they sent us out of the institution, we thought we will attend today. But we were silently waiting. But at 2 o'clock we got a message that those who almost completed your work, department work, can leave. So we were waiting to leave at 2:25 at least, but 2 o'clock they allowed us to wait because we silently waited. We didn't show any resistance to them, and I feel that I agree that silence is golden. So that is what I understood from what you said. Sorry if it is wrong. Over to the TV master.
Silence is indeed golden if we could bring all members here to this meeting, even at the cost of losing their jobs. Yeah. I next call upon Toastmaster Prasanna Vani. Toastmaster Prasanna Vani. This is what success means to me. This is what success means to me. Toastmaster Prasanna Vani.
This is what success means to me. So, success is something, in general, people who tend success is something which other people to impress other people. If we impress others, that's the success. If we buy Mercedes, if we buy Audi, if we buy Interceptor, that's a success. Actually, it is success. I used to think like this. I used to think like this in my college days. But after that, after some much experience I got, I'm not that old, but after much experience I got, I felt that success is something we should calibrate. Success is something which I should able to face my fears. Speaking in front of people, I always say this, speaking in front of people always makes me very scary. So that is success to me. Thank you.
With this, I conclude the PT session in view of time and hand over back to the Toastmaster.
Thank you very much. We now request the timer to let you know the qualified speakers, table topics.
Toastmaster Saravanan, Toastmaster Pravda.
Toastmaster Saravanan, Toastmaster Pravda. You have your ballot in your hand. You can vote for the best table topic speaker. Now, before running into calling the next thing, I'll just quick run this amount of time, and the next acronyms are going to be better awareness, better choices, better results. This is not my thing. I told you I read a book, and that is when I got inspired. That's Robin Sharma. He's the one who told me to join Toastmasters, and this is by Robin Sharma. Awareness precedes choice, choice precedes results. Better awareness, better choices, better results. We all take choices, but we miss out all these terms. That is why, if at all we take one particular choice, if we feel this particular choice which I have executed is not working today properly, it's only because probably your awareness level would have been bad. Anything, you will just decode it and understand. Now let me call the general evaluator for the next session.
Thank you, TMoD Toastmaster Kalyan. Let's move into the evaluation session now. For the first speaker, TM Sundararaman, who spoke. Now I invite Toastmaster Hemant, the first evaluator, to give the evaluation. Toastmaster Hemant.
wonderful speech given by Toastmaster Sundararaman. In his speech about this anatomy of humor, it was really detailed speech, and everything we think of humor was present in it. He introduced what is humor and the types of humor. I was really excited at the time of his speech. I was thinking he may joke something and laugh about it. But I realized the purpose of his speech was to introduce himself and to introduce what is humor all about. And he has done it wonderfully. And if you talk about clarity, I will give you 5 marks out of 5. His clarity was really good. His vocal variety was also good. I gave 4 marks. His eye contact was really good. So I gave 5 out of 5. And audience awareness was also good. At one point of time, he called some person, I guess from TCS. I forget always names here. And then comfort level was also very good. And the topic was really well researched and everything was organized. So, as a things which I felt that can be more influenced, like which can be improved, my suggestions are in the last, you can conclude more. You can conclude about all the research you have done as a conclusion and what you think as humor to do. And second thing is your body movement was less, means your leg movement was really, you were restricted and somewhat you went just one step. So I thought you can go from one place to another. Your hand gesture was there, but your legs can move more. And then that's my evaluation.
Thank you, Evaluator. Hemant, as the general evaluator, I'd like to add a few comments on the speech and on the evaluator's improvements also. It was an excellent speech, sir, about humor. We all enjoyed it, and especially a few experiences which I have gone through. I felt when you mentioned those things, especially during that contest, it happens to all the contestants. It was very nice. Coming to evaluator, evaluation goes with the speech content you can touch and the speech delivery you can touch, and the third part, the areas of improvement. It's a must as a feedback to the speaker. Please work it out in that one. It will be an awesome thing. We all are learners, as I said. Evaluation, the best feedback by the best speaker. The speaker comes out with a lot of ideas. Thank you. For the second speaker, Toastmaster, Madam Toastmaster Sandhya. Now I invite Toastmaster Ranga to give the evaluation speech. Toastmaster Ranga.
Can we give a round of applause from our speaker? It was an excellent speech. Can we induct her to the Hall of Fame? Okay. So, here are my observations. The speech we started off with a bang. And then there were so many things that she had to take care of. Not only the PowerPoint, but all the props. Sorry, I didn't get the word. So the props that she used. So she juggled with both these, and she did a fantastic job. She gave a brief. So the informative speech, she talked about the 5 habits, and one word which I caught was microcirculation, which was new, and she explained all the 5 habits very cleanly. When it came to the question and answer session, she heard the question and she repeated the question for the benefit of the audience, which was very good. I felt that was the best part of the question and answer session. She grasped the question and she was able to articulate it very well. And when she talked about, she spoke with a lot of clarity, which showed the confidence which she had in her subject. That was something that I felt was very important. And there were two questions asked by one of the members. She broke it into two parts and she said, okay, let me address this first, and she addressed it. And then she moved on to the other. So there was a natural flow with which she was able to articulate her points. So she was, and finally, she was able to anticipate questions. Her topic was very well rehearsed and researched. But the only thing was, and she managed the time very well. But what she could have done was, she could have just gone back and summarized what she had spoken about, which would have given a perfect end to her speech. At that point in time, I felt that it was a bit rushed, because she was probably looking at the timer and she felt that the time was going to end, and it was rather abrupt. Otherwise, it was a great speech. Kudos to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ranga. It was a very friendly evaluation with a lot of appreciation. I do appreciate. Coming to the speaker, pamper your pearls. Such an apt speech title itself. Because some of the Toastmasters, we do prepare the speech, we forget the title itself. Or someone will first start with the title, and after 1 week, 1 day before, when VP Education compels, they will start the writing the speech. So when you blend the title of the speech and the content of the speech, this is the result. With an excellent props display, I will say in recent time one of the best speech I have heard in this club. Because the speech, different speeches are there. When it's informative and inspirational, and the element of educative is there. That level of the epitome of speech, I can say, I cannot say the epitome, but nearer to that epitome of speech, you have conveyed the right message. In my childhood, I have gone to dentistry every time happily at the age of 10 for fixing clip in Bombay, because while returning, I will get one ice cream for not. So from that day, well, I like this particular profession of medical line, and it's an awesome speech with a lot of information. I wish you convey this gist of your speech in WhatsApp. We all will be benefited by that. Informative purpose. Yes. We have covered both the speeches as a general evaluator. Let me get into the meeting role player. Before that, I'd like to request the timers report, please, by Toastmaster Kumaresh. First time you are doing, and I saw you were attentive. Kudos to you, please.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing it at play role.
Yeah.
The timer report of the D2 would be prepared speech. TM Sundararaman took 7 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Sandhya took for a speech presentation 7 minutes 5 seconds, and for question and answers she took 13 minutes 20 seconds. And for table topic, Toastmaster Saravanan took 1 minute 60 seconds, Toastmaster Pravda took 1 minute 15 seconds, and Toastmaster Prasanna Vani took 55 seconds. Evaluation timers, Toastmaster Hemant took 2 minutes 15 seconds, Toastmaster Ranga took 3 minutes 10 seconds. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Kumaresh. Next, I invite Madam Toastmaster Kausalya to read the accountants report. Madam Toastmaster Kausalya, please.
First of all, thank you, Toastmaster Venkataseshan sir, for inducting me today for our counter. Today, TM Kalyan sir has used the word now 3 times. TM Sundaresan sir has used the word so more than 5 times, and you know once. TM Sundaresan has used the word so 3 times during table topics. TM Pravda has used the word so 4 times and but 2 times. And Evaluator TM Hemant used the word used the sound three times and used and more than three times. And TM Ranga sir has used the word three times because he couldn't find the word for props, and so once. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Next, I invite Toastmaster Shanmugavel to give this Grammarian's report. Toastmaster Shanmugavel. A round of applause for this gentleman. I saw him continuously was writing something sitting next to me. Let me see what he was writing.
Good evening once again. English is not our mother tongue, so I don't want to say most about the grammatically error. I want to see only the creative process and some outstanding word which I have come across. The word of the day today is induct. Even though most of the people they have used the word introduce, but only 3% they have used the word induct. The TMoD Kalyan, then Ranga Padmabhyam, TM Toastmaster Ranga Padmabhyam, and Toastmaster Kausalya. 3 years. Sundararaman sir also, sorry sir, Sundararaman sir also was introduced. Then the TMoD Kalyan he has used the phrase, if you want to give the job to be done, give to the busiest person. And TM Sundararaman, even though he is not a biologist, he has talked about anatomy. He has used the words DNA, dopamine, phenyl, melanin, and some words like cell replicant, like that. Then TM Toastmaster Sandhya madam, she has started from Gupta's post. It was very nice. She has used some words like peanut size, immune disease, underprivileged, efficacy, pinch of salt, like that words. Then Toastmaster Hemant, he has used the word excited. Then Toastmaster Ranga Padmabhyam, he has used the word articulated, anticipate, and picturesque. Then Toastmaster Prasanna Vani, he has used the word white and scale. And Toastmaster Sarvan, he has used the words pursue and reminisce. And Toastmaster Prasanna Vani, he has used the word scary. And Toastmaster Sundararaman, he is my mentor. He has also used epitome absent. These are the some few words I want to mention here.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shanmugavel. Here I like to declare President and ExCom also. My name is Sundaresan. My mentee first must remember that, let me clarify, because TM Sundararaman was president and now he has joined as a member. So DTM stands with the title Distinguished Toastmaster who has completed 40 projects in the previous syllabus. In the new syllabus, I think none of us have crossed the DTM 1. So DTM Sundararaman, please remember, and I am Toastmaster Sundaresan. As I tell someone, I am a new Toastmaster of 20 years only. So Sundaresan and Kalyan Sundar. Kalyan. So please, lot of Sundars are there. No, I am not mentioning the ladies. In Hindi, Sundar is beautiful. Okay, we all know we all are beautiful. Please remember my name. And coming to the meeting format, we started nicely by Madam. Meeting was started nicely by Madam Toastmaster Anuradha. Even though Toastmaster Sergeant at Arms Dharan was not on place, it's a nice standby. That's how we manage. We don't wait for the moment we get the task, we do it. We are Toastmasters. And the President Dinakaran gave, not Dinakaran, sorry, our Venkataseshan managed the show with a nice message. And Toastmaster of the day. Round of applause for Kalyan for giving the choices. But still I am confused with the abbreviations. Please clarify in the WhatsApp. In all that's the idea. Okay. The abbreviations and expansions I like to listen because CPR I thought it's a medical word. Since I have worked with the emergency services immediately, but later I came to know it's nothing connected with that one. And table topic master. Excellent man for bringing nice topics and sorry. Because of time constraint, we didn't have any other option to chop your session abruptly. Overall, hope you all enjoyed the session. That's the ultimate. Hope you all learned something. And today, as a takeaway message, I'm a seasoned Toastmaster. In every meeting, I used to take some message. In any club where I attend, I'm taking all the messages which you are, not the props, it's yours. The messages which you give, I'll be conveying it to other thing. And it's an awesome, I suggest as a Toastmaster, you can take this message to schools also. Because children are supposed to know first this thing, then the parents. We are supposed to know, but if they know, if I would have learned certain things before, maybe I might have saved some of one or two things. The first one is artificial. I spent a lot in this one for all in these 20 years. Thank you, ma'am. Medley is an awesome club. Let's make someone happy each day from our side. It's a simple task we are conveying. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much. So before me moving on to the next one, let me request the timer to give me the qualified evaluators. You have your ballots, and then
qualified evaluators are Toastmaster Hemant.
voted also. And then you have ballots. In that, there will be two more roles. You can vote. You can vote for the best role player. And also you can vote for the best tag player. Tag is, see, I thought, only Toastmaster is giving a trend. TMoD, tag, okay, I thought, okay, fine. Let me become a TMoD, let me also give an acronym. That's the idea of this ABP, CPR and all those stuff. Vote for it. Now a small feedback on to one more add-on is choices. I will, for benefit of Toastmasters Sundaresan. Sir, you should be happy you are only Sundaresan and Sundararaman. And I joined the club, there are 3 colors Sundarams. Then what plate my would have not got. So, see, the agenda is very clearly printed. I'll just quick run this. Awareness precedes choice. Choice precedes results. Better awareness, better results, better choices. Better choices, better results. That is all. Better awareness, better choices, better results. So I'll just text that. And the one, as it is done, you may be asking Kalyan, you just now find out what choice you executed, why they did not. Any of these particular things would have got failed. Okay, what next? I have a choice. What is next? You have a consequence. Now, consequence is when I come as a next TMoD. Let me just hinting the VP to give me a role as soon as possible. And now, with this, we come to an end of this particular meeting. Let me hand over the stage back to the Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Venkataseshan.
What a wonderful session, right? You all enjoyed the speeches, evaluations, and the table topic session?
Yes.
Yes. I'm not able to hear.
Yes.
Okay, great. And I would like to thank all the role players who had come over here, taking all their efforts to make this a wonderful meeting so far. And my special thanks to the first time role players, Toastmaster Kumaresh, Toastmaster Kaushalya, and first time Grammarian Toastmaster Sandhya for their tremendous efforts and their success. And as I said earlier, my special thanks to our Ad hoc standing Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Anuradha S. Thank you. So with this, I would like to have feedback from our guests who are here about the meeting. I would invite some of the guests to come over here and give their feedback. Ms. Indana, can you please?
As usual, it was learning today as well, and I think it was a quite informative speech by Sandhya, and also about human. It was like what to be done and what not. It's like do's and don'ts in a humorous speech. So that also I enjoyed it, and yeah, and I thought I would be calling any PT topics. It was quite interesting as well. And Sundaresan's speech, TM Sundaresan's speech was also quite humorous, so this was also enjoyable. Yeah, today's session is also more fun than learning.
We usually have a listening quiz as part of some of the sessions where we ask some quiz about some of the components in the speeches. And Sindana, guest Sindana could recollect the speeches and what topics were discussed in the table topics. It's a very good observation. That is very key aspect for a communicator or a Toastmaster. Well said, ma'am. Thank you. And regarding the table topics, unfortunately due to paucity of time, we couldn't conduct it as we planned. Anyways, we will try to rectify this in the next coming meetings. With that, I request a guest Karthik, please come on and give your feedback, please.
Hi, baby. So I really felt that, I mean, more than the content of any session like this, it's always about the simplicity of what the entire format is about. That is what I've always liked about Toastmasters in my previous experience as well. So I think, I mean, yeah, some of these sessions were definitely informative as well. Even I think twice before gulping down this train in my home. But that being said, I really look forward to coming here again and again, at least for the next couple of times, so that I get a little hang of what the format is like and what the takeaway for me as well personally.
Sure. Guest Ajit, we would like to bring your daughter to give some feedback, how she finds the session.
So this is my second week at Toastmasters, and I feel I'm getting a lot of information from all these sessions. I personally love your speech, ma'am, and I'm looking forward to, in a similar way, I'm looking forward to hold each one of you by my speeches as well in the coming very soon.
So, Anuj, yes, Anuj, please.
Hello, everyone. Actually, today when I was sitting here, I honestly felt like I was receiving a punishment. Today morning I woke up with such a bad breath that I can't tell you. I felt disgusted. I brushed 4 times today. And then listening to ma'am, it just felt like it hit every sentence. I was like, shit, why did I feel like this in the morning? And it's continuing again today when I wanted to get some peace of mind. It was really informative. Really kudos to that. I didn't even know that flossing was. I've seen it in movies, but I always thought it was a Western concept. Thank you for opening my eyes. And as usual, Saran sir is very funny. One more thing, I would really like Saran sir to start off some topics like horror. I think that would suit his job. So, kudos to everyone. It was a really delight to watch everyone today, as it is every week.
Do we have the results? Yes, sir. Would you like to request our founder, president, Toastmaster V. N. Subramanian to come and share his feedback?
Good evening, gentlemen, ladies. I think this club was started about 10-15 years back, and I was the chartered president of this club. And I have all the right to comment on this club. Because right from Dr. Ralph's Medley, they say that this is we are all optimists. Toastmasters are all optimists, chronic optimists, incurable optimists. They never think that it will not happen, it will happen. Things will not happen, also will happen. When I was inducted in 1984 in Bahrain, Manama Toastmaster Club, I thought they said Mr. Subramaniam topic session they called and gave me a topic. And believe me, gentlemen, ladies, I could not speak even one word. It was a totally silent communication. And I stood in front of the crowd for about 2-3 minutes, and the topic master was so kind enough to tell me to go and sit comfortably. And at the end of the meeting, they announced that best topic commentator today is our new member, V. N. Subramanian. I was wondering, what is happening? I never uttered even one word. Became the best topic commentator. That is why I said chronic optimist. Here also when I came, today Shabirajin actually invited me to come for the meeting today. And I don't know, he has not come, I think. So,
he is attending division conference.
That is quite possible, because in Toastmasters everybody will be busy either in division or area or international or anywhere. They will be busy with some conference or other. He is not here, but right from the days of Ralph C. Medley, the founder of this club, there are certain norms followed in which the dignitaries are being recognized at the beginning of the meeting by the president or by the Toastmaster of the day. The president will introduce the Toastmaster International, and the Toastmaster will introduce Medley Toastmasters. These are certain customary things which I am saying that you can follow from the next meeting onwards, and those who are now office bearers or president, they would have been taught and they would have been seen, followed, these things are followed. But I now request you, Kalyan is very capable and shining star of Medley. And now when I came inside, first I went to Toastmaster International one meeting, long time back in US. And somebody was speaking. And I could not even follow what they are speaking. Similarly, when I entered today's meeting, I could not follow what he was telling. I thought that I came to a wrong language meeting like Portugal or somewhere, Toastmaster International is everywhere. I could not follow. Maybe some things are changed and all. I have to make a special mention here about Dr. Madam Dentist. It was an excellent presentation and very much needed. As somebody mentioned it also, it should be for children. Otherwise, totally I could see a very nice, wonderful, cordial meeting of all the people participating, and there was a proper link between the participants and the master of the ceremony. I appreciate you, I admire you for still better meetings than this.
Thank you. Thanks for your feedback, sir, and for your suggestions. Surely we will take those suggestions. So with this, we would declare the best performers of the day. Best speaker, Toastmaster Sandhya. Best TT speaker, Toastmaster Saravanan. Best Evaluator, Toastmaster Ranga. Best tag role player, Toastmaster Shanmugavil. This is consecutive second tag role player award, I think. And best role player. Best role player. You have to make right choices, Toastmaster Kalyan. With this, we are coming to the end of the meeting, and with the sound of gavel, I declare meeting 7 to 7 closed.